I know you want to be like that, but you don't gotta be.
I do.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
Ooh, actually, I think I should have ended the episode there.
The Arsenal
Oh,
AI
yeah.
is corrupted
Shit.
beyond repair.
Ooh.
I admit that I underestimated you.
I might have made a mistake. I mean, people can see by the length of this episode right now whether I made the mistake or not.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Gross.
Cutscenes are happening. Look at the
God,
cutscenes.
this is really hard.
Just almost died.
Shut up.
It's not him.
In extreme mode, this is really, actually, legitimately hard to beat. Like, you can get stuck at this section.
Forever?
Yeah,
What
it's
do you
really hard
mean?
to beat.
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Ooh.
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Whoops.
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
So, I could trick you into betraying me so
planning
that
to
I
give
could...
you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears
Metal
as
Gear.
guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently.
Yeah.
Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing
But it's a
Arsenal
cool
gear
one.
was never
Fair.
the real objective.
What was your objective then?
Fair, Arsenal Gear is kind of lame.
A
Hey,
list of
I like it.
names of the Patriots.
Patriots!
They were planning to extend their
Whoa.
control to digital information flow with GW and
Oh,
Arsenal.
right.
That means the information they want to filter out
Next is government
is
control of the
contained
internet.
in GW.
That's the next political issue we're going to talk about
including
here.
that list of the
God,
highest
this is
12
really
members of the
timely
Patriots
now.
Wise
Patriots.
Committee.
I know, right?
And once you knew who they were, you would cross
It's like
out
when
their
SOPA
names
came
one
out,
by
everyone was
one.
just like, wait a
While
minute,
we,
this happened.
with our
This
useless
happened in
drew
Metal
their
Gear Solid
fire.
2.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Yeah, they said that it stood for Sons of the
But your
Patriots
plan
Act.
got a snag with
So
GW
that's what
destroyed,
SOPA stood
hasn't it?
for.
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out.
If he
We'll
got a
take
list
the
of the
Arsenal
names of
since
the
you don't
Patriots,
care
wouldn't
for
that
it
mean
anyway.
he'd see Ocelot's
The
name on
purified
there?
hydrogen bomb is ready
Who
to go.
can say
nuclear
what
strike
will happen?
once.
Because Ocelot's kind of the Patriots, sort of.
Damage the
Yeah,
power
he
source.
kind of is.
The mindless
he was Big
masses
Boss's, like,
that they
boyfriend.
control. First things first.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's
That
so
was what
weird
you
playing
wanted.
MGS5 knowing,
I
like,
won't
in the
stop
future
you.
that he never betrays Big
Good luck.
Boss.
Thanks.
Eh.
Not quite enough of that.
Like, he betrays everyone, including himself in MGS4.
Right.
Like, he literally betrays himself by hypnotizing himself into
What exactly do
like,
you find
arm-
so funny?
stuff with Liquid Ocelot.
Charades usually are humorous.
God, what a fucking nightmare that
I
game
wouldn't
is
have
to
minded
understand.
watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Oh. Shit.
Exercise.
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to reduce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project.
This was. God.
You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the president's deaths. The ninja.
Yeah, hold on.
The computer virus that mimics
Ames
Fox
didn't
died.
die from getting shot by you.
Did you really
You
think
kind of
they were all
fudged it a little, didn't you?
coincidences? Ames' own nanomachines,
Nanomachines.
were used to shut down his pacemaker.
Oh.
I thought Ames
I arranged
Got
for the
shot.
appearance of the ninja as well.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
Or yeah, Ames did. Sorry, I meant
As
Baker.
for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxtie.
That makes
It
sense,
was all
doesn't it?
designed to
No.
eliminate every scrap of information regarding the
Patriot.
from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
By the way, glad you're not shooting me right now while I'm
That man
admitting
was a
to
different story.
betraying you.
He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper.
He was also a weirdo,
We
so
had
we
to
don't
arrange
really
for
miss him.
Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What
You know,
do
he wore
mean?
that bomb suit everywhere, even in
Given
the
the
shower.
right
It was
situation,
weird.
the right place, anyone can be shaped into Snake.
Ooh.
Even rookies can fight like men of experience.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well,
An instant
That's-
creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You did.
Yeah, here's the stuff from the
You're all
the
nothing but
E3 demo
pawns
where they were
placed to
pretending that it was
create the
Snake
perfect
as the
simulation.
main character. They showed footage of Snake fighting Fortune.
Solidus,
oh my god. It
you
was all on
and the
purpose,
boy
wasn't
were
it?
selected because
It
your
was all on
relationship
purpose.
Resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss.
We're like neck
Fortune,
deep into the
you
Ruse
and the
cruise
rest
right
of
now.
Dead
Oh my
Cell stand in for the
God.
Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound.
Eh.
We couldn't find
We've
anyone
gone to a lot
psychic,
of
so we had to
trouble
go
set
with
you
you,
up
the
against the boy.
lucky
That story
person.
about purified hydrogen bombs is just
It's
the
not a
tip of the
perfect
iceberg.
simulation.
The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago.
By the way, whoops,
Throwing
that
your
was
husband
me.
in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots.
Patriots.
We provoked and encouraged your hatred,
Oh my god.
and you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
Does
You know, I'm
Snake
starting
know
to
all
wonder
of
if I'm the
this?
bad guy here.
Orchestrated?
No, I don't think Snake
Except for
knows
the
anything.
appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was
Yep,
just upon
killed your dad and your husband. Oh, and I killed you. Ha! I'm Ocelot.
How could
I'm a big
You're
fan
an
of dramatic
idiot.
irony, by the
You
way.
have nothing that we didn't give you.
Oh. Shit.
Ocelot's such an unrepentant dick. I love it.
Right?
Oh.
Do you know why no bullet could hit you?
Is that why Emma was involved? Because she's essentially
Some new
Otacon?
age mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Simply wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Patriots.
staged?
God, cutscene zone, please go away.
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots
Patriots.
developed.
Patriot.
Oh,
Solid
Your
Dan is coming.
comrades loved your father and husband.
Ugh.
We needed
Man,
a
we're not even
pathetic
close to
wretch
Liquid
like
Dan
you
yet.
to keep them focused. You've
Trust
been
me,
on
you'll
top
know
of
when
it
we
all,
hit Liquid Dan.
just like
I get
all
like twice as loud.
That's true.
No.
You were
You
handing
like
it up
Liquid
as the
Dan, don't
tragic
lie.
I
hero,
like all of it.
thanks to the script. that
You
the
like to
Patriots
step
wrote
above
for
that
you.
even more. Patriots.
Patriot.
Pure self-indulgence,
Ugh.
absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the
Oh
drama.
no. Not the saxophone theme in a sad way.
Oh.
Seriously though, God, that saxophone theme is so good.
It
Thought
really
I got
is.
her in the heart.
Ready for bullshit plot?
missed.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right.
What?
Waste of
Oh,
no
this isn't
idea.
even the bullshit part
Your
yet.
luck's run
This is
out.
just kinda dumb.
This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge
Well,
technology.
Except for
I'm
psychics.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that the magnetic forces required for this would probably actually fuck up the iron in your blood.
I'm sure it would too,
Like, that is an actual thing that can happen.
but Ocelot don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, Ocelot doesn't care.
I didn't realize his tentacles could fire white lasers.
Those are missiles.
Oh, that makes more sense. But
Yeah,
also
even
less
more
sense because where is he keeping where is he keeping the magazine of missiles?
The best part is it's even more phallic than you thought it was.
That's true.
My giant long cylinders also fire giant penis-shaped things.
But where is he keeping all the
Now that
missiles?
I have enough
Don't
data,
ask
all
questions.
I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
See, this ray has 2 eyes, but the AI rays only had 1 eye.
Oh, is this the original one?
I believe this is the one from the tanker, yeah. Wow, that was really lucky.
Yay, go Snake.
1 centimeter off, and that would have just killed Snake instead.
Yeah, but Ocelot probably planned to shoot the bullet that way.
Oh god, I actually wouldn't put it past him. Oh, here comes plot power! Put all your focus into it, Fortune.
You idiots! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Oh no!
Oh no! This is kind of extensive to use on one lady.
A little bit. Well,
Everybody down.
she's planning on killing everybody, but she really is lucky. I guess. Maybe. she. It's hard to tell.
What the?
Or Ocelot's
They-
just really bad, or this is also part of Ocelot's plan,
Oh my god.
which
Oh my god, it actually might be a ruse. It actually might be part of Ocelot's ruse.
it probably is. I don't think anything that happens is not part of Ocelot's ruse at this point.
Ugh.
Is Helena Dolph Jackson?
Like I said, I'm a really big fan of dramatic irony. Alright, come on.
See my family.
I love your music and all, but we're at 40 minutes.
Nobody's gonna want to watch a 40-minute episode.
No, they're not.
Damn!
Try this.
You guys can all blame Kojima,
Yeah.
because at least in like later games he learned that hey, maybe we should be able to pause the cutscenes. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, here it comes.
I mean, we're in a giant robot facing Solid Snake. You know who's gonna come up. Yes.
Is this also... Has he already hypnotized himself to think that Liquid's possessing him?
I don't think so, no. Liquid actually is possessing him right now.
Brothers!
Oh god.
Cam, I love you.
I've been waiting for this!
Ah. His voice is music to my ears.
Yes.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
That's not how arms work.
It is when you're the son of the Sorrow.
You were
What?
inside Ocelot?
You didn't know that?
A sleeper in
Didn't
the arm
remember
of a
that.
Patriot spy.
Yeah, the Sorrow and the boss had a baby, and it was Ocelot.
I did not know that.
That's why he's so susceptible to
Snake,
being
it was
possessed by
I had
Liquid.
leaked information
Huh.
about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
Wait, how much? Why does
There's-
that make
You're
sense?
the only one that can free
Yeah,
me.
I know, right?
After all,
But yeah, by MGS4, he's taken off Liquid's arm and put on like a different one. But he also hypnotized himself to not know that, Patriots.
you know where they are. How?
So he still thinks
Why
that
do you
Liquid's
think I
taking
chose
him over.
Ocelot as my host?
But he
But
got
before I
rid of
go, I have a
Liquid.
family matter to
Is
settle.
that why
Yeah,
he doesn't have
Liquid's-
the cam voice?
There's room for
See,
everyone,
I
Snake,
want to say
and
that,
one big
but
boss.
apparently in the Japanese version, he still does have Liquid's voice acting. And it's like, why would you ever not have Cam Clark when you have an excuse to?
That's my
In fact-
question.
Why do you even need an excuse to have Cam Clark? Just have him as every part.
That's true. He should just play every part. My name is Helena blah blah Johnson.
Jack, I'm pregnant with your child! Do you remember what tomorrow is, Jack?
Oh my god.
Liquid, stop this thing.
I had to tell you, like, on the list of people that I would date, you're at the top, but just slightly below you is Cam Clark.
Well, it is Cam
Like-
Clark.
It's a close second, and I know he's on your list too.
I would date Cam Clark.
Exactly. Oh, well, oh right, there's a game going on, isn't there?
When did we get handcuffed?
After Solidus knocked us out, we were handcuffed that whole time. Oh, here's the scene that they drastically edited of Arsenal smashing into New York and almost destroying the Twin Towers in 2001 of November, or November of 2001. Ugh, awkward. Oh my god, I actually think the next gameplay bit is when we fight Solidus and we have so much like cutscene zone before that.
Man, maybe you should have saved it. Maybe you should have cut the episode off.
I should have. I might find a nice spot to cut this in half.
Oh yeah, because now we're on the top of whatever building this is.
Yeah, Solidus is gonna talk to us forever, and then GW is gonna talk to us forever.
Oh yes, I remember GW gets to talk to us forever too.
Yeah.
Then we fight Solidus. Then we
I will probably be cutting this in half.
then we meet Rose.
Kind of.
What are you laughing at?
Well, I guess we're still.
You
I
know
guess they
what
still
day it
kept
is
New
today.
York City in there though.
Oh yeah, it's well storyline. It's all the same. It's just
Yeah,
Do you remember what day it is tomorrow, Jack?
That's
Or
right.
well, it's today because a day has passed.
yeah.
George Washington took office as the first president of the United States. of
George
America
Washington?
200 years ago today.
GW.
And it happened right here. We were going to declare our independence. The dawn
George
of a new
Washington.
nation. Here.
George Washing Machine.
The end
George
of the
Washington,
Patriots'
man.
secret
Patriots.
rule.
Washington,
Liberation of this
D.C..
country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
But it wasn't because the United States was formed and said, "Oh, zing! Take that, United States!"
All you want is power at any cost.
That was actually just me. I don't know I was imitating
It's not
Solidus. Seriously
What I
though,
wanted
take
to
that.
take back from the Patriots,
Patriots.
Things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities.
I am very low on this beer.
The founding
Yeah.
principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship.
Digital censorship. Censor the internet.
To me, we're all born
God,
with
this
an
is all so
expiration
timely
date.
now. This was not
No,
timely
I
in
know, right?
2003. Now it's 2001.
It really
Life is
wasn't.
nothing but a grace period.
A grace
for turning
period.
the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
Ew, what?
The data of life is transferred from parent to child.
Oh god, are we getting into the whole Naomi
how it
Jean
works.
live thing? Live snake?
But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles.
You were
Clones from
not.
our
The other
father,
two are.
with the ability to reproduce
Ah.
conveniently engineered out.
Oh.
What is our legacy if we
Yeah, he
cannot
wasn't
pass
really
the
part of the
torch?
LUT project.
Yeah, that's what
He
I'm
was
saying.
done. He was
A
made
mark of
afterwards.
some sort.
But he's older than the other two.
He's has advanced aging.
When the torch is passed on
Oh.
from parent to child,
It's the same advanced aging that was
it
built into
extends beyond
Snake, but they
DNA.
activated it
Information
early.
is imparted as well.
Because he was a fully grown adult by the time the Liberian Civil War started. That's why
Right.
he's all gray and
All I
old.
want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are
Patriots.
trying to protect
Hush.
their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information.
Patriots are
I
dumb.
want my memory, my existence
Patriots
to
are
remain.
jerks.
Unlike
Right?
an intron of history,
An
I will
intron.
be remembered as an exon.
Sure.
That will be my legacy, my mark in history.
I don't know what those
But
words
the
mean.
Patriots will
Patriots.
deny even that. I will triumph over the Patriots.
Patriots.
And liberate us all.
Solidus,
And
please.
we will become
What's up with
the
these presidents?
Sons of Liberty.
They're. Oh no, here we go.
Here comes the crazy cruise.
Hi JD, who we won't actually meet
Raiden, are you receiving?
until
We're still
MGS4.
here.
How
I
is
thought you
that
said this,
when we-
I thought this was
The AI
GW.
was destroyed.
Nope, this is
Only GW.
right now. It's JD.
Who are
GW's
To
like
begin
dead.
with,
Oh.
we're not what you'd call
Oh, he's a skull man now.
Over the past 200
Ew.
years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4
No,
billion
I'm pretty
years
sure it's
ago.
different.
The White House
Yeah,
was our
it's
primordial
pretty different.
soup, a base of evolution.
I don't think the White House was around in the 1800s, was it?
We are
Yes,
the
it
very
was.
discipline and morality
In
that
like the
Americans
early
invoke so
1800s?
often.
Pretty sure
How
that
can anyone hope
was
to
when they
eradicate
built it.
us? As long as this nation exists.
Well,
so
what about
will
that time we burned it
Cut
down
the
in
crap.
1812?
If you're immortal,
So it
why
had
would
to have
you
existed
take away
before that so you could
individual
burn it
freedoms
down.
and censor the
Okay,
net?
well, yeah, but what if it was destroyed and then how is this still it?
Don't you
Well,
know that
because
our
Also,
we
plans
rebuilt
yeah,
are
that
it.
does make sense.
not
we
ours
still
to
have the
mind.
White House, Dad.
What? Jack,
And did you
listen
keep the
carefully.
briefcase that was
Look at the
labeled the
boy.
Patriots?
The mad-
I
Because
don't
you
know.
should have destroyed that. Like, what do you think we went down there for?
We
I
started
don't
with
know.
genetic
No one really
engineering.
knows why
In the
1812 was
end,
fought.
We succeeded in digitizing life
It's
itself.
because the British were being dicks to you guys, and you guys were like, wait, Canada's the British.
Well, you
And then you
were.
attacked us, and we were like, what the
Ideas,
Well, yeah, we were.
Culture, history.
Genes don't contain
Actually, a
any
lot of
record human history.
the Canadian
Is it something
victory
that should not
stories
be
in the War of
passed on?
1812 were
Should
actually
that
done by the
information be
British
left at the
military,
mercy of
but,
nature?
you know, you don't
We've
gotta be like
always
that.
kept records of our lives through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
Oh my God! Here's a
But not
language
all the
thing, Dan. It
information
all
was
ties
inherited
together.
by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was
Oh,
selected and
Jesus.
processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
What is this
That's
fucking
what
game?
history is, Jack.
But in the current
History is a
digitized
gene.
world, trivial information
History is a
accumulating
gene.
every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
I'm a robot.
Rumors
I
about
do not
petty
understand
issues,
things like humor.
misinterpretation, slander.
All this junk data preserved in an unfiltered
worst part
state,
is, like,
growing at an alarming rate.
The way that
Only slow down
GW and
social progress,
they all talk
reduce
about
the
it,
rate of
it actually
evolution.
does make
You
sense.
seem to think that our
But it's
planet
exactly
makes
what it
sense.
is.
Are you telling me
Yeah,
it's not?
it's
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create
like
context.
when you word
The
it like
digital
that,
society furthers
what they're
human
doing
flaws
makes
and
sense.
selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths.
Like, you
Just
know, the
look at
modern day
strange
media, wouldn't it be
juxtapositions of
nice if,
morality
like,
around
all the
us?
misinformation that the
Billions
media
spent on new
spread
weapons
just
in
was
order to
deleted?
humanely murder other humans.
That's true.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Because even if
And-
they
Although there
update it,
are people suffering in
they just
poverty,
update the original
huge
article but
donations are
leave
made
the
to protect
misinformation.
endangered species. Everyone grows up
Pretty
being
much,
told
yeah.
the same
GW would
thing.
automatically
Be
be
nice
able
to
to
other
like
people.
get rid of
But beat out the
misinformation and
competition.
half-truths.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result.
What's happening?
All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The
Like-
untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of
I
political
think the end of
correctness
this
and
rant
value
deserves
systems.
you taking a drink
Everyone
because it's so
withdraws into
crazy.
their own small gated community, afraid of a larger
Yeah, I think at the end of this, I'm gonna finish my drink and get a new beer for the next episode. Because let me tell you, once we beat Solidus, we got a whole lot of cutscenes on, and I'm pretty sure they never stop saying
Neither
Patriots.
clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
By the way, I
We're
just want to
trying
give a
to
quick
stop
shout out
that
to
from
Solidus
happening.
for waiting for us to
Our
finish this phone call.
responsibility as
Yeah, he's
rulers.
really cool. He's a cool guy.
Just as in genetics.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
Do you
That's
know
what
how
it
many
means to
forums
create
there are
context.
dedicated to anime
I'll decide
titties?
for myself what to believe
We need
and
to
what
get
Those
rid
are
of
the
those.
first things we're going
Is
to
that
delete.
even your own
I
idea?
agree with
Or
that.
something
Do that.
Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
What?
In this era of
I don't know what that
ready-made
means.
truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
What?
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap.
Yeah.
Is it?
The
Would you
thing
prefer that
is,
someone
like,
else tell you?
the Patriot AIs don't really
Explain it
understand
to me.
like individuality and
You're
stuff.
simply the
Yeah.
best.
Well,
And you
'cause
got
Patriots
there
programmed
all
it.
by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashion, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I can
It's
assure
not
you,
my
I blame
fault.
everything
It's not
on
your
myself.
fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient
Your
truth
content
in
control
order
is
to make
nothing
yourself
compared to
feel
my
good.
self-loathing. Suck
Leaving
it,
behind
Colonel.
in an instant the so-called truth you once
Oh.
embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
I made
Should
myself
someone
sad.
like you
Don't be
even
sad.
have the right to decide?
Yeah.
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You
Guys.
don't deserve to be free.
We're
What?
not the ones smothering the world.
Yeah, they're kind of going off the rails and
individual
being
is
like, wait,
supposed to be
we have
weak,
to show
but
that we're the
far
bad
from
guys here.
That's it.
A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
In the age of
Hell
digitized
yeah.
communication,
I'm gonna
has
fuck
given
up
even more
everything.
power to the individual.
Right? Just sitting there
Too
looking
much
at them like,
power
what the
for an
fuck?
immature species.
Building a legacy.
I just want
involves
Raiden to end
figuring
this
out
with
what
like,
is
wait, I
wanted and
zoned
what
out. What
needs to be
happened?
done for that goal.
I wonder
So
what
is
these-
Rose a
I
robot? or-
wonder what these two thought when they were
Now,
handed
think
the
forward.
script to this scene.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought, human behavior?
Like, I'd love to just
Of
sit down and ask
course.
Paul what he thought when he
Anything
got
can
the
be
Colonel's
quantified
script for this game.
nowadays. That's what
I
this
mean,
exercise
Paul
was
made it
designed
all
to
the way
prove.
through MGS
You
1,
fell
so
in
I'm
love
gonna
with me
assume he
just
saw
as
this
you were
script
meant
and
to
he was like,
after all.
oh,
Isn't that
baby.
right, Jack?
Ocelot
Well,
has
this
not
one's
told
crazier
the
than
whole
one.
Truth, to say the least.
It absolutely
We
is, and I'm
rule an
sure he was
entire
excited
nation.
for it.
That's it.
Of what
I know I
interest would a
was.
single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
Not
What?
a chance.
Selection?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The S3
Ye-
is a system
yeah.
for controlling human will.
It
and
had nothing to do with
consciousness.
Solid Snake. Solidus was fed misinformation by the Patriots.
S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake.
It's the fission males?
It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
Oh,
So you see, we're the S3.
that doesn't
not
count.
You.
That I don't have to take a shot for that.
Yeah, because you didn't actually die. You weren't playing.
Exactly.
What you
You've tried to talk
experienced
me into more
was
bullshit
the final
things.
test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
Did you like my Johnson impersonation?
Is to establish such a method.
I don't have the appendages to grab your
Use
dick,
Shadow
but this
Moses
is
as
the
a
best I could
paradigm
do.
For the exercise.
Has anyone said Patriots for the last while?
No.
Setting.
I keep thinking I missed a
We
bunch,
chose
but
that
it's like,
path
no,
not
they're
because
just
of
not
its
saying any
extreme
of them.
circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency.
Yeah, if you can find a way to spin Arsenal smashing into New York, you can pretty much spin anything.
It's true.
Like, let's face it, that's that's pretty much the worst
Right.
thing you can
There
try
are
to
also
spin.
reasons behind your selection.
Try to
Solidus
spin.
raised plenty of other child soldiers.
Dan
You
did
know
it.
why we chose you over them?
That was a
It was
that was a
because
logical
you were the
sentence,
only
though.
one
The
who
English
refused to
language did
acknowledge
it.
the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like.
I'm
You
taking
do
my
whatever
ball
you
and going
like.
home.
See only the things you like.
taking my
and for
sword and
yourself
going home.
alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman.
I don't know, he
You
was kind of a
never made
sassy
conscious
bitch
attempt
about
to
it,
reach out
actually.
to me.
And-
The only time you did was when I gave
So
you no
we're
choice
at
but to do
58
so.
I
minutes.
was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself, avoiding the truth under the guise of
I imagine
kindness
her
is all that
saying
you
dear
did.
is like when
It
you
occurred
say
to you
oh
to do
honey
nothing but
to
look out
me.
for yourself.
Fair.
Even if you claim
This
Whenever
isn't
I hear
her, though.
oh
It's
honey,
that
it's
feeling was
JD.
nowhere to be seen.
well yeah.
In the end,
I just know
everything
whenever I
was for
hear
your
oh
sake.
honey, it's just like
I was never
oh
part of the picture.
Yeah.
I did something that wasn't actually funny.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect.
God,
This
shut
is
up.
why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we
Paul,
provided,
please.
obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to.
Paul, please.
The exercise is a resounding success.
Paul, please.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Emma?
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results.
So, the
I think
point
that's
is,
enough
so
talk.
JD is the
It's time
finished
for the
GW?
final exercise. Raiden,
No,
take
it's
Solidus down.
Think again.
It's
I'm through.
it's
doing what I'm
complicated.
told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Oh,
Ew.
good.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Oh,
Damn.
the letters L-I-E were
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We have collected
capitalized.
necessary data from this
But
lab.
she does
Then
exist.
we'll consider the
She does
exercise
exist.
Closed. So,
I,
Jack the Ripper.
I think.
Will it be Solidus? The Patriots?
But
Patriots.
No, she
There we go.
does exist because she's in Metal Gear Solid 4, a game that makes
Our beloved
sense.
monsters.
Well,
Enjoy
that's
yourselves.
really, really generous to the point of like being an outright lie.
More than this one does.
You were the lightning in that rain.
My son,
Oh, hey Solidus.
my
Hey,
clone
bud.
brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes.
I have to
Are one of a
pee.
kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history.
Just stop.
They can't
We need
stop.
to decide which
Stop this
monstrosity will have the
madness.
privilege of survival.
I like that Raiden
By
kept
the way,
on his
Jack,
wig this whole time.
Right?
I was the one who killed your parents.
Just by the way.
Why not throw this twist in there
I
too?
claimed you for my own.
Fuck
Raised
it.
you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to
Because
know
I'm a
whether we were really
dick.
someone else's creation.
Ah.
We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him.
I mean,
Unless you kill me and
Solid
face your
didn't really
past,
hunt him
Jack,
down.
you will
Big
never
Boss
escape.
tricked him into
You'll stay in the endless
killing
loop.
him.
Your own double helix.
Fair.
with,
But
with
Liquid,
a
I guess,
can of
apparently
hairspray.
did, because you had to
It's
track
time
down
we were both
Liquid and
free.
hurt him.
Well, yeah. Liquid also absolutely was trying to deal with Big Boss, because, you know.
Man, wouldn't that have been funny if it just went right through Raiden? Solidus would have been like, oh. Oh.
I have other
Oops.
Yeah, whoops.
The clues to the Patriots
Patriots.
inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What? I don't think you
The
can just
information
cut
is
a
being carried
nanomachine
by the
out of
nanomachines
someone
in
and
your
like
cerebral
Nanomachines.
look at it.
cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
I think you kind of need, like, him alive, though, to actually work it.
I like that Solidus' suit has an 8-pack.
Tit!
Doves. Or more likely pigeons, but... Oh god, is it finally... Is it... Please? Please? Oh my god, it's over. Okay, this is the end. We did it.
We did an hour.
We survived cutscene zone.
It was an hour.
It was an hour.
This will probably not be an hour when you guys are watching it, but...
Yeah, no, I'm not
Trust me.
releasing an hour-long episode. Are
an
you
hour.
kidding? I get my ass kicked.
Next time, I'm Malger.
This time, Mulger will fight Solid Man, and we'll probably have a really long episode because it's gonna be like, Rose, are you real? And Rose is gonna be like, I don't know. And then it's gonna roll the credits.
That's true. She's gonna be like, I don't fucking know.
You know.
Maybe?
You know how it is. The video games.
Okay, bye.